Today's video is going to be very interesting. One special way of doing it is with the help of ticker tape diagram. Now understand that there should be a tape. Since it's a tape, ticker tape. Tick is basically an impression. This is a ticker tape arrangement. You can clearly see a tape that is running. So you can have two comparisons. In one case, the dots are closer, and in the second case. Hello students. Today's video is going to be very interesting. Why? Because today's video we will learn about a very fascinating, or you may say unique way of analyzing motion. So do you understand now? Today's video is about analyzing motion. There are many ways of doing it. One special way of doing it is with the help of ticker tape diagrams. With the help of ticker tape diagrams. You might now understand that there should be a tape, since it's a tape, ticker tape, and there should be a tick. So what do you mean by tick? Tick is basically an impression. Tick basically stands for an impression or a mark that some device is making. So you are seeing a lot of things on the screen right now. One by one we will decode what that exactly means. Okay, so this is a ticker tape arrangement. You can clearly see a tape that is running. So obviously it is connected with some moving object. So since the object is moving, the tape is also slipping or moving through the device. Now this device is a timer based device. So let's say after every 0.1 second, this timer puts a dot or an impression on the tape. That is why you are seeing regularly spaced dots here. Okay. Now why regularly spaced? So we would like to believe that the object is moving with a constant speed, and as you may know that distance is equals to speed into time. And since the speed is constant and the time is also fixed, let's say 0.1 second, then the distance between the dots is also fixed. So by knowing the situation of the dots, you can analyze the motion. How? Let's understand one by one. So the first thing that you need to understand is, what if the speed is more? What if the speed is more? A higher speed. So a higher speed will mean that the dots should be separated by a larger distance. Why do I say so? Because time is fixed. Time is fixed. It is already decided. So for example, it was 0.1 second. So the time is fixed. But if the speed with which the tape is being pulled out, if that is more, then the dots are separated by a larger distance. So you can have two comparisons. In one case, the dots are closer, and in the second case the dots are farther apart. What does that tell you? If they are closer, then that means the tape is being pulled with a lower speed. If they are farther apart, then the object is moving at a higher speed. So can we relate with this now? Constant tick length, that is obviously the case when the separation is fixed, it's not changing. That means the tape is being pulled at a constant speed. But it is a lower constant speed. It is a lower constant speed. So are you understanding? One by one we are decoding the possible cases. So the dots are closer together, but still they are separated by the same distance. So that tells you two things. It is moving at a constant speed but of lower value, because in the next case, when you see the situation of the dots, the separation between the dots has increased. The separation between the dots has increased. So that means now the tape is still being pulled with a constant speed but of a greater value. So again, what is a ticker tape diagram? This tape, when you analyze that after the impressions are there on the tape, this chart or this diagram is called the ticker tape chart or ticker tape diagram. Okay, so it's a very fascinating arrangement. An object is pulling the tape through a device like this, which is putting an impression after every fixed interval, let's say 0.1 second, 0.2 seconds, something like that. So which we already would know. So normally this fixed time, this is known. This is known. Secondly, you can bring a ruler, you can bring a scale, and you can use that scale to measure the distance between the dots. You can use that scale to measure the distance between the dots. Yes. So this scale can help you to measure the distance between the dots. So if the distance is now known, the time is known, then you can obviously also calculate the value of speed. You can also calculate the value of speed. How? Speed is equals to distance divided by time. Speed is equals to distance divided by time. So you've measured the distance, you know the time, you divide the two and you get the speed. But again revising, we are assuming that the dots are equally spaced. The dots are equally spaced. So if they are equally spaced, that means the object which is pulling the tape is moving with a constant speed. Now the next case is what if the dots are not equally spaced? So what do you mean by that? Either the distance between the dots is increasing or it is decreasing. So in the diagram again, we are assuming that the object is moving towards the right, so the tape is being pulled towards the right. Let's focus on the third diagram now. What do you see? Initially when the tape was started, the tape was pulled. So let's say this is the starting point. So you can see the dots are closely spaced. But as the tape is being pulled further and further, you see the spacing of the dots is increasing now. The spacing is less here, but it increases here. So can you imagine that the tape is being pulled such that the speed is increasing, and that is why the spacing is also increasing, because we do understand that the spacing between the dots is proportional to the speed. So initially you can see the dots are closer, then they are becoming further and further apart. That means the speed of the object who is pulling the ticker tape is increasing. So tick length is uniformly increasing. So we can say that it is accelerating. It's uniformly or non-uniformly, we are not focusing on that right now, but one thing is certain, the spacing is increasing, and if the spacing is increasing, that means the speed is increasing, and that means the object is accelerating. The next case and the last possibility that you can have, what if initially the spacing is more and then the spacing is becoming less? So what does that mean? Initially the spacing is more, that means the speed is more. Again focus on this, spacing is proportional to the speed, then it is becoming less, even more less. So that means the speed is continuously reducing. So what does happen when speed is reducing? You will say that the object is decelerating. So that is the case of deceleration. Okay, so I hope you have understood how a ticker tape functions. Many numericals you can get. You can also get a qualitative analysis question based on this, but you should be very clear if the object is moving towards the right or is it moving towards the left. So all these interpretations are only after assuming that the object is moving towards the right. So this is the initial state of the tape and this is the eventual state. So the initial part is this, I should write it here, and this is the final part of the diagram that you're seeing. So it is being pulled to the right. Spacing less, spacing more, then spacing less. So this is when it's moving towards the right. So be careful whether in the question the ticker tape analysis diagram is given for an object moving towards the right or towards the left. Can you imagine? Then these will be just opposite of each other if the object is moving towards the left. Okay, so I hope you are able to learn with us and understand how a ticker tape functions. Rest, definitely you will get a better understanding as we will solve problems involving ticker tape. But that's all for this class. Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.